Hi developers. In this video, we will discuss about access modifier. Okay. So for now, I hope you are quite familiar with the public keyword that appears in many of our like examples. Okay. So for example, we had this public property, public string name. Okay. So this is our access modifier, this public keyword. Okay. And this public keyword is used to set the access level visibility for classes, field, method, and property. Okay. And basically in C sharp we have four major this access modifier. First one is public, and then we have private, and then we have a protected one, and then we have internal. Okay. So as name suggests, public will be accessible for from like all where like all classes we can use this property. Okay, so we can say this will be globally available, and private will be accessible within the same class. Okay, we can't use this private property outside of that class. We will see in some example later. Okay, and protected will be accessible in the same class or its derived class. Derived class we can cover in inheritance topic. And the last one, internal, this will be the available within the same assembly, and it will be not accessible outside of that assembly. Okay, and apart from that we have two more access modifier, and that are protected internal, and it will be available within the same assembly and from the derived one. Okay, and the last one we have private protected, and this will be available within the same assembly and from the derived class. Okay, so for now we will focus on public and private modifier. Okay, so yeah, if we declare a field with a private access modifier, let me change this. So now we have this name property as private. Okay, so what we can do, mm, we can simply create the object of this program class. See, this name property is accessible. Okay, because that is private and we are using this property within the same class. Okay, so if we'll try to access it outside the class, then we will get error. Okay, let me show you that. So let's move it to some different class outside of this program block. Okay, so let's say class car, and we have some private property. Okay, so now if we are trying to access that field, that will not accessible. See, we can't see that private property here. Okay, and if we will change this private to public, then we can see that property. See, okay, so this is the like main difference between private and public access modifier. And yeah, if we again change this to private, then it will give us compile time error, and it will say that property is inaccessible due to its protection level. Okay, okay, and yeah, that's the main difference. So according to this, we can set some properties as public or private, depends on our requirement. Okay, So like in some class we need some property to show to end user or accessible to user, so we will use that public access modifier. And in case of like we don't want those property to be accessible, so we can use simply private access modifier. Okay. And yeah, in this video that's all. And for that internal and protected, I will create some different video. Okay. Yeah, thanks.